Crossroads South. It is November 1st. We are officially in November season. It is Wednesday, November 1st, and it is the day after Halloween. So I hope you're all awake this morning and you didn't have too much of a sugar rush last night. All right, so a couple of things. First of all, I just want to remind you that we are coming to the end of a trimester. So you need to be in the place where you are paying attention to your grades, you're getting on Genesis, you're taking a look. You still have time. The high school ends like right now, but you still have time. You have a couple of more weeks to go through. So get on Genesis, and remember, this is part of your responsibility as a middle school student moving into high school and eventually going into college to take ownership of your grades, your performance, and your behavior, which is a nice segue to talk about behavior. Hallway expectations, behavior. Again, couple of issues that have been going on. There are consequences. There are natural consequences. There's no arguing that. It's your choice for your behavior. If you choose to do something you shouldn't be doing, then there's a consequence for that. That will be addressed and handled. And I do want to say a word about something that is a very, very important topic. And I've had a couple of students come up to me and say, Miss Capes, kids are talking about vapes, or somebody had a vape on the bus. And, you know, more so than this just being against school rules, and honestly, no adults are allowed to vape on school property. There's a 1,000-foot rule. You're not allowed to smoke or vape or have anything like that within 1,000 feet of any school. But more importantly, there are so many dangers that come with vaping, especially for a young mind. You know, I told you the other day that your mind is growable. You're able to grow it and continue to grow it, and you're in a development stage right now, and anything that you're putting in a vape, anything, whether it's nicotine, whether it's flavoring, whether it's something more dangerous, anything is showing and proving that it is stunting the growth of your brain and it is impacting development. So, and some of the additives that some of these devices have are lead, nickel, all these different kinds of hard metals. And that is super, super dangerous. And they are finding that young athletes across the nation are collapsing and starting to have seizures and heart issues and strokes, all because they're putting these chemicals in their body way too early, and it is incredibly dangerous. So while you might want to be cool, you got to think about your decisions. Is being cool worth ending and ruining the development of your brain, which is something you can't get back? Is it worth possibly taking your health and making it a serious, serious risk? None of that is worth it. So I know that you talk about this in health class, but I figured it was important for us to say a message here on the morning announcements, and I'll continue to bring you some facts about that topic. So very, very dangerous, especially for young kids. All right. Moving on, fall sports have pretty much ended. I believe we have one more football game, and then we are done for our season, and then we are heading into winter sports. Tryouts will be beginning. I think there's some cheer tryouts coming up a little sooner, but everything else will be beginning after November 13th. You are not allowed to stay and participate unless you've been medically cleared. That's why we do the medical forms so early. So make sure that you're medically cleared. Do not send me an email because I can't help you on that. You have to get it checked out with the coach, with our nurse, and with Miss Melvin, and check on Genesis and follow the instructions. There's an incredibly detailed handbook. Read it. I want to get everybody in the habit of reading the material that's sent out to you before you send an email and say, help me, because 9 times out of 10, it's right there available for you to read. So read the sports handbook. All the information is there. Let's see. Next week, we have a full week off of school. There's no school next week. Monday is parent-teacher conferences. I wonder what's going to be said at parent-teacher conferences. We hope they're good messages. Tuesday is professional learning for staff. Wednesday is professional learning for staff. And Thursday and Friday are off. It is a full week that you will not be in school. So then we come and return, and we are going to get right on top of things. I will finally ask you to clean out your lockers. You have today, Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Clean out your lockers. If we are here next week and we smell something gross, I am emptying the entire locker into the garbage. I am not saving anything. We've had students leave coffee cups and things like that, and their entire locker was gone because it's gross and disgusting. So clean it out now. Get everything out. Some of you have quite the collection already of papers and Yeah, garbage. So clean it out before we go to break. All right, folks, that concludes the morning announcements. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful awake day. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have a great day, Crossroads.